Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button, because if you don't hit the bell button, you're not going to get notified when I put a video up. So do that. First, you're going to need cotton yarn, not regular yarn, a pair of scissors, some earring hooks, and a metal wire brush. And of course, you can find a link to all these supplies in the description box below. First, what you need to do is assess how large you want your feather to be. And your first cut of yarn is going to be the length of that feather. As you can see, these are going to be rather large of a feather. I wasn't really thinking that at all, but that's how large your feather is going to be. I found that out later. So once you made your first cut of yarn, you're going to go to the end of that yarn, and then you're going to string on your earring hook. Once you do that, make sure you knot it twice. And by the way, it doesn't have to be really tight of a knot. Now you're going to start cutting your yarn pieces, and it should be the length of maybe your index finger. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces to demonstrate this knot we need to do. I'm not sure what the name of this knot is, but basically it's an over-under knot. So we're going to put the left side string, we're going to put that under the main string here. So this is underneath that. And then we're going to put this one over top of it. Again, as you can see, the right side is on top and then the left side is underneath. So we're going to take this right side, the little loop part, and we're going to put the end of the left side inside of the loop. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side. And essentially these 2 side pieces are wrapped around that middle piece now. And you just pull it tight and slide it up. Again, I'm going to cut 2 more pieces, and I'm going to show you another way to do this. So again, we're putting the left side underneath the main string, and then the right side on top of the main string, while at the same time putting the ends inside of the loops. Now pull both ends. Now push it up on the main string. Now let's start cutting our big old pile of strings. Now repeat the over and under knotting method. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. Comment below if you know exactly what this knot is, because I have no idea, but I do want to know. Now once you're done, make sure you knot the ends of that main string in the middle. Just make sure you knot the end, put 2 little knots in there just so they don't slip off, and then you should be all set. Now we're gonna grab our metal bristle brush. So we're gonna use this metal bristle brush in order to relax or loosen up the strands of the yarn. So turning the feather upside down, that's when I start cutting it into shape. It's gonna take a while, a lot of brushing and a lot of cutting and shaping in order to get it right. So be patient with it. So as I was playing around with this, I realized, man, this is gonna be the hugest earring ever. But that's how big I made it. So once you start brushing it after you cut it, once you brush it, you can tell where you need to cut more. So keep brushing and cutting in order to get that shape just right. Just another tip, never throw away your yarn ends. Take them and put them in a nice big pile and use them for later, either to fill in something that you need to be stuffed, like a doll or any of my keychains. You should use those strings for that. It will save you money on polyfill. Now, since we have 2 ears, repeat that for your other ear. Now these are fairly large, but if you want to do something smaller like this one, take a piece of string and hold it underneath your ear so that you know how long it's gonna be. And then follow the same technique for the larger feather. If you're wondering what I did with the larger feathers, I actually ended up attaching them to a chain and then just made a pendant out of it. So if you follow the same technique as you did for the bigger feathers, then it should come out something like this. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, comment, send a smoke signal, send a message. Whatever you do, stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching.